We've made it! We're at the end of 2025 after an absolute roller coaster of a year where GTA 6 sent everything into a tizzy. December is usually a slower month for game releases, and that certainly holds true for this year as well. But, we couldn't let you go for the holiday break without giving you at least a few new things to spend those gift cards on. Thank you for joining us on our journey through each month's game releases this year, and we'll be back in January for another season of Dossier. Marvel Cosmic Invasion throws you straight into a galaxy-wide crisis, from New York streets to the depths of the negative zone. Annihilus has launched an all-out assault, and a roster of 15 heroes, including Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America, step in for a side-scrolling brawler packed with pixel art charm. You control 2 heroes per run, and can tag between them at any moment, triggering unique attacks, focus-powered specials, and satisfying team-up moves. With single-player and 4-player co-op, the game captures that classic arcade rhythm, while giving each character their own feel. Marvel Cosmic Invasion turns a massive cosmic emergency into a fast, cooperative, star-hopping adventure. Let It Die Inferno returns to remind us that when a giant hellgate swallows your city, the only logical response is to jump in after it like a lemming. As an immortal raider, you dive from your comfy 30,000-foot skybase into the nightmare below, an impossibly deep chasm full of warped environments, dangerous creatures, and greedy people. Push toward the rumored Eye of the Reaper, a splithium mass powerful enough to tempt everyone into the abyss. Each run is a roguelite scramble of scavenging, crafting, and fighting through randomized threats, knowing that death costs you your gear, and much more. Expect hybrid monsters, cruel megacorps, and a receptionist who really needs a hug. Permanent mastery abilities provide long-term growth, while an eccentric cast keeps things lively. In Elden Ring Night Rain, the Forsaken Hollows, From Software once again invites you to suffer beautifully, like a trip to a goth day spa. This DLC introduces 2 new Nightfarers. The Scholar, whose arcane intellect lets him observe battles so hard that his strategies ripple across the battlefield, killing enemies by association. Then, the Undertaker sends foes to the afterlife with the gentle subtlety of a fallen cathedral. Their paths wind through Limveld's vast hollow, an ancient, crystal-studded cavity filled with ruins. Finally, a hole in Elden Ring you enter on purpose. Expect exotic ruins, temples, and crystals leaking life-draining miasma. What else are they gonna leak? The Forsaken Hollows also adds bosses, and if you pre-ordered, digital art and tunes. After years of devs tag-teaming this project like a cosmic relay race, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is finally speeding in. On a motorcycle? Yes, Samus has a motorcycle now. Is it out of place? Absolutely. Does it rip? We'll see, but those Akira slides look pretty ace. Samus responds to an attack on the planet Vuros by rival bounty hunter Silex, and quickly finds herself stranded. She must use her new psychic powers to move objects, guide shots, and spook the locals. It's up to her to explore the varied biomes and uncover a way home. Ride the bike through deserts, blast some enemies, and listen to NPC Miles McKenzie talk just long enough to make you appreciate the isolation of prior Metroid Prime games. Classic scanning, exploration, and first-person action return, while Switch 2 owners can use the new Joy-Con like a mouse. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond blends the familiar Prime structure with bold new mechanics and characters. Octopath Traveler 0 lets you build a party, build a town, and build the emotional stamina needed for a 100-hour game. This sprawling prequel to the first Octopath Traveler pairs classic turn-based combat with an unexpectedly robust town-building system. It's up to your custom protagonist to restore Wishvale after it burns down, by placing structures and cultivating fields. With over 30 recruitable companions, combat leans on the beloved break and boost system, with 8 character party formations. Between random encounters and discovering that Switch players can only place half as many buildings as the other versions, there's always something to micromanage. With new narrative content, deeper backstories, and full voice acting, Octopath Traveler 0 turns restoration into an epic grid-based art form. After several delays, Terminator 2D No Fate finally arrives as a 2D arcade reimagining of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Step into classic arcade chaos as Sarah Connor John Connor or the T-800 and blast through missions that remix Terminator 2's iconic scenes with brand new timelines and multiple endings. Whether you're escaping the T-1000 or leading resistance forces in future war battles, each level blends shooting, sneaking, and fast-paced action with detailed sprite artwork. A cinematic soundtrack reworks themes from the original film, and the multitude of modes offers varied ways to tackle Skynet's forces. Terminator 2D No Fate is the closest you'll get to expanding the timeline's possibilities and reliving the 90s arcade era, minus the sticky floors. In Avatar From the Ashes, everything is on fire. Literally. Solek awakens to find his home scorched, his family scattered, and the RDA turning the forest into a barbecue pit. Naturally, he sets out for revenge, reunification, and maybe some therapeutic banshee riding, now updated for smoother aerial justice. This third DLC introduces new RDA and Pandoran enemies, a new subregion called the Ravines, and even third-person mode. Finally, letting you admire the tall blue hero you've always known you were. With airships looming, hellhounds prowling, and resistance hideouts torched, From the Ashes ties directly and closely into the Fire and Ash film, while letting you clean up Pandora one flaming tree at a time, pushing Frontier's story into a darker, more personal chapter. Thank you for joining us for yet another season of Dossier. And if you're looking for some holiday gaming cheer, head on over to SIFTD.net, where we have an awesome community full of adults who love games just as much as you do. And you just might discover your next favorite. If you like our content and want to see it continue, consider supporting us at patreon.com/sifted. We'd really appreciate it. Have yourself an awesome holiday season, and we'll see you in 2026.